Well, how do, folks? How do, folks? We are live. We are live. Got some folks in here waiting already. A long list of folks. Well, I'm a couple minutes late. Actually, 1 minute late. Let me name off some people real quick. I see we got LBG waiting. We got a few guys coming in today. We're going to talk about some really, really good stuff today, y'all. Can y'all hear me well? How we looking? Can you hear me well? Make sure everything's working good. St. Louis, thank you, sir. Red River Rob, Super Dave, brother. I really appreciate you coming in. You're a solid supporter, brother. I really appreciate you. AWF, Crappie Dog Fishing, Texas Crappie Assassin. What's going on, Leslie? Avid, what's up, buddy? Bud Crisco. Look like I got some people text me. Everybody's looking for the link that I sent them, and they need to check their emails. So we're gonna have some people on here in a little bit. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and give my story. Uh, I missed last week, uh, and Camo Joe fishing with the Chad. Hey y'all, let me tell y'all something. A lot of these guys that I'm naming off here are YouTubers, and they have channels. So y'all be sure to remember these names. I can't go on and get you guys the links to the channels, but most of the people that's here are YouTubers themselves. And look at this guy right here. Thanks for the feedback. Hey man, it was really nice meeting this guy. Me and this guy fished together, and let me tell you, it's always nice to meet people out on the water, and it's like we already knew each other. Uh, he's watched several of the videos, and it's just so good hearing that people appreciate the time and energy and money that's put into putting these videos together. Let me tell you, folks, it takes a lot of time to edit a video, and it's you can't do it for compensation. I'll tell you that. You gotta love crappie fishing and sharing the knowledge. Um, and that's what it's all about right here. Let me respond to this real quick, and because we're supposed to have some people, we have some supposed to have some people in here, and they're all texting for a link. All right, volume's going down, so no more phone for me right now, and we'll have those folks in here after a while. Hey, let me tell you guys, have anybody been fishing since this that down here in Texas? Since this cold snap, have anybody been fishing after the cold snap and did any good? Because I'm hearing a lot of people struggling out there on that water right now. Oh, Dale, oh man, you look at here, man. I didn't know who you were. Ford, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you back. Devon, who else we got in here? James Womack. This guy here, he fishes one of the lakes down home that I fish. Actually, both of these guys right here. Video quality is great. Thanks for the feedback, Chris. Appreciate it. Angelo, this is another guy. Man, let me tell you something. You liven that party up out there on that lake. I'll tell you that, man. It's always good meeting good folks. Maurice Kaysen, Michael Lawrence. Questions, SK? You got a question? I'll take a question real quick. I'll take a question real quick. Who else we got in here new? Muskrat. Hey, buddy. I really do appreciate it. Creole catfishing. Hey, a lot of these guys that I'm naming off right here are really, really deep into catfishing, and they have some awesome information on their channels over there. And they get some of them big ones out there too, y'all. Go to Grenada. Killing Fields. Okay. Is that a area of the lake? I hadn't been out. Well, I take that back. I have been out, and it was only a bank trip. Well, actually, I jumped on the boat with LBG uh, while this past week, not this week, but the week before, right after it started warming up. Man, that water was still freezing cold out there, and we was chasing red ear and bluegill also. But this lake that we were on do have crappie in it, but we did a lot of scanning. We routed some new areas out, and we really didn't find any fish to speak of. The everywhere we scanned was absolutely dead. No bait fish, and it was a tough day out there. Uncle Bill, this is another guy chased them crappie. He's just getting the jig tying right now too. Black Rain, you got that old Camaro over there looking good, man. LBG, where you at, man? You supposed to be on the chat, buddy. Oh, now you in. Okay. Went. They were tough, but I did find some. Awesome. That's really good. Went today, caught two. Seemed scattered. That's exactly what I've been hearing. Struggle here in Jackson, Mississippi. Have you tried brush pile jigs? I have not. I've heard of them though. I have not tried them. All right. Who else has been out? AWF. He's in Alabama, 24 degrees day. We kept 20 before 30 to 40 foot. Wow. Yeah, you got that live scope out there on them now. Few in 10 feet of water. Big O. Let me add. I'm gonna add Kitchen in here real quick. He's supposed to have a fish story for us today. Actually, I'm gonna add Bluegill first because he got a fish story for us today. See, they've been able to go fishing. I've been working from dark to dark up here, not having no fun. Lake Houston is tough. Caught a couple, but dang, it's fishing, not catching. Yeah, hey, that's a normal report on a good day for Houston at times. Walking on water, Romero, Albert. All right, let me get Bluegill added in right here.
What's going
LBG.
on, everybody? What's up, SK?
Oh, not a whole lot. How's it going?
It's going good. Going good.
I see you got some slime on your hands today.
Yeah, I got out of work this morning. Went to my pond in my neighborhood. Like I say,
Cool.
been putting fish in there for about 8 years from different lakes. So you know, a lot of people say don't do it, but hey, if I ain't feel like cleaning them, they were still alive, I just release them. So
Cool. Hey, that's sometimes you got to make an area, you know.
Yeah. And I think I done made me a good one. I can walk to that pond, walk back to the house. Right.
Right.
I'm just catching and releasing too. I catch a few of them out and let them go back.
Yeah, I'm about to find out where you stay at so I can come over there and hit up on them crappie.
Come on. Come on. More than welcome. More than welcome. How everybody doing?
Hey, I'll tell you what. Do you believe the lights were going on and off in the water? Went off as well for no crappie to be caught. I'll tell you what. Something happened. I'm not real sure what it is. So Bluegills had slime on his hand, and I got to get me some. Oklahoma. Had my first trip this Saturday on Keystone. Hey, let me add these other guys real quick. Taylor, let me see if Steve, you know this guy? Taylor Olson?
Yep, I know him. Good guy, man. He's a guide over there.
Cool. That's awesome. Let me
Yeah,
go ahead and add catching on here too.
he got my first order of baits about 2-3 weeks ago.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome right there. Catching, what's going on, buddy?
Just over here listening
Steve.
and I'm being all sneaky like.
Well, Taylor,
I need to
I
learn.
hope
I need
you're.
to learn. I need to learn how to catch them.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Don't feel bad, man. I've been hearing a lot of people that's been going out there, man, and it's just really. But that big old temperature drop that we had, as quick as we had it, hey, it affected those crappie big time. It affected those crappie big time. So, who want to start with a story that can help these folks get on some good fish out here? Who want to start?
I'll start. Yeah, I'll start.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do for the next few weeks, I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna go with little tiny 132nd, 164th, 124th little hand ties, and I'm gonna do that for the next 2 or 3 trips. I see a lot of people, these big fish. I'm talking big, 2.5 pounds or more. Their bellies are huge, and I don't know if it's true, but like I was talking to some of the guys, they said them fish ain't that hungry, you know what I mean? So them little hand ties are more, a target for them versus a big old bait. So I'm just gonna test it out. I'll probably have 1 rod with a big bait and 3 rods without one, and just test it out and see if that's gonna work. I've been hearing a lot of stuff. You see the tournament trail, all these guys using 132nd hand ties, and it works, So small baits. That's going to be for the next Friday. I'm going to go out. I haven't decided where, but I'm going to go chase a 3-pounder Friday. I just don't know where yet. I got a couple lakes. Might go out of state. I hate to go out of state for one day. I'd probably have to make a 2-day trip. So
yeah,
I have an idea.
All right, let's do it. You working Friday?
I say do it. I ain't if you say we ain't.
Yep.
Depends on what you call working.
You ain't working then Friday.
It sounds like I'm headed to a little mud hole somewhere.
Yep. Friday.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what. I'll tell you honestly. These shallow lakes, the ones that don't have much depth, they're going to react to this weather that we've had recently, both directions. You keep in mind, a bunch of them froze over and dropped down to 32.5 degrees or whatever. But let me tell you something. It's been 80 the last 3 days in sunshine. It'll go back up real fast, and we're pretty close to the spawn on some of these places. I had talked to a bud this week about a small lake, about a 40-acre lake that's full of black crappie. And I told him, I said, 4 days in a row of hot weather, it's on like Donkey Kong in late February there, especially on a big moon coming up. So I'll probably Monday try that spot. But I got another spot in mind Steve's been thinking about, and I think he's been out there and visited it once. We might have to go out there Friday. There may be that water might be up higher than you think.
Yeah.
After this many days of warm, sunshine and 80 degrees.
Right. So call your boss tonight. I hear you coughing already.
I don't have to. I'll just call in Friday morning and go COVID.
I call it the crop.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, you can't do that at my job. They'll have you out of there for 2 weeks. Well, Catches his own boss anyway. He can leave when he
I
get
got
ready.
catching 25. I got catching 25.
Yeah, so that's what
you don't have to wear a mask for it either, but you can. It's kind of fun if you do.
Small baits. I'm going to try that.
I want people to understand that we're talking about these small baits a lot, and we're doing it for a reason. We're doing it for a reason. I know a lot of people like, well, do you have anything else? You got to get that in your head first. Them small baits are key during tough times. Hey, I'll tell you what, I got one even smaller. How about that? That's bigger. My thumbnail's almost bigger than that one. That's the 1 inch.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have to drop that one. That 1 inch.
I thought I had a hook laying up here, but I don't. The catching locked up.
What's that?
I can't show you the green one.
Oh, wait! I got somebody tying some of they're copycatting your jigs right now in Oklahoma. I got a picture of them somewhere. He done got them drying. They're in the mail, I think.
That's a 1 inch bait.
That's okay.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell you
don't
something.
want to hang around. You don't want to hang around. Give me no damn jigs. Steve will give me some jigs. I know he will, and then I'm just turn around and give them away. Hey, look at here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Y'all think y'all look at the
there?
Can you see that right there?
We can.
That's for tonight. Is that on the screen?
Yep.
It is.
That's for tonight.
Looks like
wow.
That's a plate full of them. I think there's I think there's 2, 4, 6, 8 jig heads that I custom painted with nail polish. Look at this here pink sparkle. Can you see that pink sparkle?
Nice. Yep. I can. Is that an eye on there?
All in plastics and no, I don't. Stop it. I want my jigs to be blind. I don't want them to see it coming.
Okay. I've heard that before.
I want them to get blindsided real bad. But no kidding around. I got a plate full of these. Steve was real generous to me, and I'm going to pass it on here tonight. So at some point in time, I think there's about 8 jig heads, and some of them are pre-rigged, as you can see. I rigged them up. I don't know if you can see the sparkle on it or not. It's a silver sparkle head with I don't know exactly, kind of a little bit larger version of a gray ghost, in plastic, obviously. But there's some real nice. These are all proven colors and sizes that I like a lot right here displayed. I really don't want to give them away, but I will part with them.
Cool. Hey, that's gonna fix somebody up.
And you know what? Hey.
I've seen the Clarks also.
I'll even throw in 4 of them. How's that? Some Eagle Claw slip floats. I'll throw in 4 of them. I got 2 packages of them right here. Look at there. I'll throw them in. So there's gonna be somebody's gonna win. Somebody's gonna be all set to go. You know what? They won't even need nibbles because I'm gonna throw in 8 of these little doggies. Have y'all seen these little doggies before?
Yeah.
These are little scent beads.
Yeah.
They work. They do work. I used them one day, and I was kind of skeptical, and by golly, all of a sudden I was putting slabs in the boat. So I'm not so skeptical now.
Yeah.
At any rate, yeah, it's a nice little package there. Thanks, Steve, for letting me have the opportunity to pass them around.
Oh, no problem.
Always.
Tell me some good
for a guy like you.
News. I couldn't find fish. You know, I heard you talking to SK earlier about not being able to find. Me?
Yeah, you're breaking up pretty good.
Find them.
You couldn't.
Water temperature was 34 when we got there, which I've never seen it that cold there, and the entire lake was birds feeding, and the graph was just solid. Let me see. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Am I still there? Am I going? Oh, I don't know. I got the Wi-Fi turned going.
You are a little bit.
Okay. At any rate,
better now.
The lake was the lake's full of crappie, and let me tell you something. We found bait from the top to the bottom, and a fish every once in a while from about 4 feet down to 20 feet down, and never more than maybe 2 fish at a time. And they wouldn't even be together. They'd want to be at 5 feet deep, and the other be at 15 feet deep. We could not make them bite. I don't know what was going on. We fished pretty hard, and we tried every known location on that lake that's productive, and nothing happened. It just wasn't happening. I even tried. I even got out of the boat and went out and fished off the bank because I can always catch some off the bank. I couldn't get a bite off the bank. I got skunked.
Yeah.
Don't happen all that
Wow.
often, but by golly, like you said,
Especially
these
not you.
extremes like this, snow and minus, yeah, tough stuff, man.
Yeah.
Well, brother, let me tell you, they're cold blooded, and their metabolism goes to nothing when it gets that cold. And up north where they stay at that temperature for months at a time, they learn to adjust to it and feed. I don't think our fish do. I think our fish go into shock. I'm pretty sure. I think that's why you can't find them. I think they just get down in some spots that don't show up on the graph that them being fish. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I think that's what happened. I don't know. I never seen the lake. So I mean, any other time you go to that lake and you'll see so many crappie on the screen, it'll make your eyes fall out. And they were literally just a few here and and there was no
Hmm.
rhyme or reason to it. So I don't know. Hopefully after a week of this weather right here that we've got, I'm thinking that Friday might be good, but I bet Monday's real good if it don't get cold.
I agree.
I look
I think
forward to dipping a bait with you.
a week of
There,
warming up. I think we're gonna be good. It,
it'll affect some places a lot more than others. A lake like Fork, it won't make a whole lot of difference. It's a huge, deep lake, but I'm tell you what, these smaller water bodies, it will matter. It'll make
yeah.
a difference for sure. The small ones that are shallow, yeah, and I fish a lot of those kind of lakes. I like to hit lakes that ain't real deep. I'm not a big fan of deep water fishing, and yeah, there'll be a bite somewhere. I'm thinking maybe out there at JP. I may go over there tomorrow and just dip one just to see if I can prove them wrong about them not being many fish in there.
Steve, you see that question about the tadpole?
Yeah, I don't have
So you're gonna drop hand.
a split tail and a tadpole, but I have this. Let me see. It's a 1.5 inch, and it's a split tail, 1.5 inch split tail, and I have that. The tadpole's a 1.3.
This is just
Yep,
yeah.
it's barely just a little bigger, and it's a killer.
I'm
Yep, there we go. Catch him.
gonna
You
be
got one.
giving some of these away. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna be giving a bunch of them away. I got them in one, two, three different colors, four different colors here.
Yeah.
Yep. I got the straight tails too. These little straight tails. This color right here. This kind of monkey milk looking little glittery color right here. This is a straight tail version of that same bait, basically. This thing was just, I mean, dynamite up until about January or so, maybe about mid-January. I was just killing them with this bait. Kind of, shad colored, obviously. But I was using a little bit larger version too. The fish were a little more aggressive. But yeah, there's some nice baits on there. I'm telling you what, these are nice ones.
Yeah, look, I did a bait called the Ghost, and hey, check this one out. This is I
Good
haven't
stuff.
sold it. It's
We were
close. Look at the top. The top of it's a clear with some black flake, and the bottom's a pearl, ghost minnow, and I got some black flake in the tail. Oh, this thing it's translucent. That thing's a killer. We're gonna try it Friday.
I'll be over there tomorrow.
Okay.
little pearl belly.
Sorry, Catching. They'll be gone.
Bluegill.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Give me
I got
something,
a little
bluegill.
bit bigger. I got a little bit bigger one. Let me tell you what. Here in just a little bit, that little bait right there that'll get it.
That's for sure. Hey, them some killers right there, dude.
They are.
We need the secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any of y'all on fishing this time of the year, what I'm gonna be fishing with, probably trying the shallow spots, what I'm saying, for the males. It's gonna be on the bank early. I probably normally start off with like a fixed cork with a probably 1/16 jig head on the bottom of it. Just popping it, messing around. Like say, if you fishing from the bank, like I was today, in my little pond in front of my neighborhood, You can catch some good fish with a fixed cork with a 116 head or 132nd ounce head with probably like a little split shot on it if you want to put on there. But yeah, for y'all that say I don't have a boat, I don't have really many places to go to fish, that's the way to go right there. Take that popping cork. You can't win this time. You can't lose this time of the year with the fish close to the bank. They are. You take that cork, pop a couple times. They'll let you know they there. The males, they gonna knock it out the way. They not trying to eat it. They're just trying to kill it and move it out the way. But basically, they hitting it. So y'all got a spot to go fish from the bank or whatever, hey, that's the way to go with me, with a popping cork to find out where they at. So that's my little take on. I'm gonna start doing that for about a
Some of
couple
these
weeks.
neighborhood ponds have some good fish in them.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah, I noticed that big moon out when I was driving to work today. It was about 3/4, I think.
Man, it's right there at full. It's right there at full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On this exact day last year, when the moon was big, SK and I sat out there in the dark and just hammered the whiteys up on the bank. And
Yep.
we've done it 2 years in a row in the same spot. Them fish make a march for that bank way ahead of what everybody thinks they do. And that water temperature ain't all that warm, maybe 55, 56 degrees. Now, I don't know if it is right now, but that's about what it was last 2 years when they were there.
Yeah.
And they ran for
Can
the
y'all
bank
see?
as soon as it got dark.
Can y'all see that comment right there? Let me tell you
Northern
something.
bank, yep.
Yep.
Northwestern is basically the one. Lots of sunshine, and if it's got rock on it, that's double good.
Right.
And rocks hold that heat.
Hey, catching.
I know where some boulders are in North. What'd you say, brother? I broke up.
We're going to be fishing on Northwestern Bank on Friday.
I know the spot. I'm about to go change line out on my reels.
You better.
I know. I need more than 6 pound test of fish in there.
Steve, did you notice a lot of those banks that I marked on that map that I sent you?
Oh yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Makes a big difference. Makes a big difference.
Yep.
Well,
Excuse me.
Catchings gave a story, a fishing story. Steve's gave a fishing story. Bluegills gave a fishing story. Let me add something a little bit different. And I've had several questions on color of jigs and why to choose that color. And I try to keep it simple. My thing is I will either match the color. Well, first, when I get to the lake, if it's a lake, even if it's a lake that I didn't fish the previous weekend, I'm going to try to start off with what worked best for me my last trip, even if it's a different lake. Because what I find is I get to fish up here in North Texas during the week sometimes. And a lot of times, the colors that I find that work well up here during the week, I can go home down in Houston area and fish the lakes down there, and those jigs work just as well there. And just keep it simple. Start off with using what worked best your last trip. If that don't work, match the watercolor. And a lot of people will say water's clear. It has to be gin clear not to have color. Okay? Because you can have clear water that's green.
Get you a pancake pointer turtle.
You can have clear water. Hey, that thing is live, ain't it?
Well, yeah. He's pointing
Which
north. If you didn't notice, he's pointing north. These babies. I train these things.
I'll be dang.
He's pointing north. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So back to what I was saying. Even though you have clear water, it's going to be green. It can be a clear black. It can be a clear brown. It's going to have a tint to it. And what I like to say is try to match that color. If your water is green, start off with a jig with green in it. If it's a darker tea color, start off with something maybe red. Match that color. And if that don't work, what I like to do is go the opposite. Go with something that stands out tremendously, something usually bright. Uh, and if that don't work, then I'm gonna go with a high contrast jig. And what that's gonna do is gonna put together something bright usually and something dark. And within that span, you're gonna find something that's gonna work. And if just changing colors is not the ticket, hey, always go with them smaller sizes.
Yeah.
And that's my take on uh, a guy that asked about that a couple weeks ago, and I totally didn't see it. But this guy helps me so much. He's always been a supporter, and I had to spend my time, my allotted time tonight on that subject. And I hope that I got it across to him. Well, did that sound logical to y'all? What's y'all's thoughts on it?
Yeah. Yeah, it did. Like I say, that last video I put out, for its color wise, I used that clear and with the
Well,
gold in it, and it was a smaller jig. I was catching them on them, then they stopped, so I went to a bigger jig. Chartreuse, it was lighter. I mean, brighter. You know what I'm saying? The clear jig is not. It's about the color of the water. So they stopped hitting on that, so I went to a chartreuse, straight chartreuse, and my first drop in there, I hit a good fish. So it works. That right there
Without a
works.
doubt. What were you gonna say, catching?
well, you know that little lake. I know you remember that lake because I know you remember that fish you got beside my little John boat that got away. And the ones that get away, you don't forget them. When they're like that. But
Yep,
on that particular lake, it's got that dark tea stain color water. And
that's
let me
right.
tell you, and what you said is 100% correct out there. If you start out with something that's black and green, and if you don't get bit, go to bright orange with a sharp tail. One of those two
Hmm.
baits is going to make your day. Everything in between don't you can go all the other colors, it don't seem to matter. But that black and green start out, and then if that don't work, change over to something bold like that with a bright orange with a sharp tail and fairly small. They will just, and I'm gonna tell you, them fish out there, some of them pull hard. But
Without
yep,
a
I
doubt.
agree with that. That dark tea stained water. Yeah. I used to fish for bass years ago in farm ponds quite frequently, and one of the tickets that I figured out pretty quickly was if I was going to use a plastic, pretty much day in day out, just motor oil with some black fleck in it. Doesn't couldn't even hardly see it in the water, but boy, the bass would eat it.
Right.
What color are you going to use, Steve? You're going to
Um,
fish gray?
I'll probably start with black and I have black and chartreuse, of course. That has to be there. Purple Junebug, gray ghost.
Out there where we're talking about going? That's what you're going to fish?
Yeah. I'm probably gonna need a couple colors. I don't know if that water's.
I'm going to
I don't know. Oh yeah, yeah.
orange and sharp, baby.
It was stained
I'm
last
going
time.
to fish orange and sharp. Yeah, well, a lot of these western water bodies have a kind of a color to them that's sort of strange, kind of a reddish mud color.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you what, man, oranges can be dynamite and hot pink.
Yeah.
Fred's seen that, or SK's seen that before. I know that hot pink. Sometimes that can work well. I
Oh,
don't have any hot pink right now, but it can be deadly.
I'll have some hot pink.
Well, yeah, bring a
Yeah, I
couple just
hadn't.
for grins.
I had.
Yeah, sometimes I lost you.
Yeah, you're breaking up. I can. You're moving now.
Don't
I,
know.
I can't.
Hmm.
But I may be taking that
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
up when Hummingbird release and I get to see what they got to offer. Is Catching signing off? I think he is. Hey, that black and chartreuse, it's a great color to start off with. However, I found days that other colors work a lot better,
Yep.
including bluegill's school bus.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm any.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, it works good. That's my
Oh,
It,
color for black and chartreuse.
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what, it's like I tell everybody. I mean, I know a lot of people has tried to pin me down to ask me what's my favorite colors, and I don't have any.
Yeah.
My favorite color changes with the fish. You
Correct.
know, I'm not. I tell everybody I'm not faithful to a color. I'm not faithful to a size jig, and I think that helps me catch fish. You know, because I'm always willing to change. I'm always willing to try something. You know, uh, and it helps. It helps big time. You can be out on the lake and catch. You know, just like Albert said a while ago, his black and short is his go to. You can catch those fish. You know, you can probably catch fish every day, but you're not gonna catch the quality that you could if you sample different colors. Because there'll be times that small fish are just about hit anything. But to get those better fish, those bigger fish, you got to be more specific with them. From what I've seen, that's my opinion. What's your take on that bluegill? How quick will you
Or
put down
dump.
that school bus?
Oh, I'll put the school bus down quick. Like I say, it's one of my baits I use a lot, but I got a lot of baits in my box that I will use. And y'all probably see them in the video. I don't use a bunch of off the wall. Like I ain't never seen them use that one, but I use them. You know, school bus works, but it don't work every time. You know, this my last for the
Right.
last video, I didn't use no hair jigs. I used all lemon tackle. Matter of fact, I don't know if y'all can see it. This jig right here, it's the one I used on that last video has. It's clear with gold flakes in it, shad pole.
Oh yeah, that's pretty nice.
And that's what I caught most of my fish on that day. So no, the school bus works, but I will put it down quick if they not biting it. I will park the bus, as they say. I will park it, put it in the school they call it the bus barn. I will put it in the bus barn. And you know, and pick something else up. So you got the fish to let you know what they want and what they don't want. So but yep.
Yeah, I see Angelo
You
talking
know,
about that black and pink. Hey, I'll tell you what, it does really well at times too.
That's right. And black and pink does.
Yep.
It really does.
Yeah, I think Mike Hallmark's talking about that Pepto Bismol. Hey, that
Oh,
right there was hey, I just don't fish. I got so many good working jigs that I don't, you know, it's hard to use them all.
Yep.
It's really hard to use them all.
Exactly right.
yeah. Hey, Ketchin, what do you think about this one? Let me show you a little one.
I think pink head and white body is a pretty damn
What do you
good
think about
go-to
that?
most of the time. But I'll
Baby.
tell you what, a lot of places blue is that blue right there. Yeah, that's liable to be good, brother. You know, I think y'all have seen this, and because you have a fairly large audience here, some lakes, certain color combinations really perform well. You know, they love to use cinnamon and blue out there at Fork. That's
Yeah.
a tried and true color combination at Fork. And I think it's that way. I think it's that way on some of these lakes that just certain color combinations are more visible or look more like bait or something. I don't know. I'm with LBG on that bright shark, man. There's some places I go that if I don't have one, I'm feeling naked.
Exactly.
But by the same
Exactly.
token, there's other places I go where I need to have an orange bait, you know. So it's kind of like
Yep.
that.
Exactly.
Steve,
Yep.
hey,
Yep,
we
yep.
we've had something
I don't
happen
know why.
that
I still
don't
don't know
happen
why
much.
that is exactly.
We had something that's happened right now that don't happen often. And uh, if you don't donate, I will purchase one of those HH rods for a giveaway. We are at 107 viewers right now,
Oh wow.
and yeah, it don't happen often, but hey, we're making leeway,
Yep.
and I know you came up with the concept to give the rod away if we made 100 the other week, but I will purchase the rod
Hey, I'm just
for
telling
the
you,
giveaway.
it's going to cost me a fortune to mail all this stuff out right here.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
But now here's the catch. Now
Post
I
office is
know a
going to
lot of
kill me
people
mailing that out. They killed.
catch it. I think he's a little behind us.
Yes,
Can you
what's
hear
up?
me, catch it? You can hear me?
Who is me?
Yeah. Can
Yeah, I
you
can
hear
hear
me?
you. Yeah.
Okay.
Some. I'm having
Okay.
trouble when I. Yeah, I can. My problem is if I go over to my Wi-Fi, it ain't any better than just a regular phone signal.
Now your phone signal will
And
definitely
the
be
router's
better.
right behind me. That's what I'm saying. My
Yeah.
router's right behind me for my Wi-Fi. I mean, literally behind me, and it ain't any better than the phone.
Yeah. Your cell phone
Go figure.
will work better.
Right.
Well, it don't work too
So
good in this part of the world. I can tell you that. I got one bar.
wow. So what we got
Mama made me go in the back room under the big tree.
here's what we're gonna do on this rod giveaway is I'm gonna be totally accurate with this, and I know there's gonna be some people that's probably not gonna like the way I'm gonna do this, but I will say that we're gonna go on a time limit. You can post as many numbers as you want, but the winner will not be announced until next week. Okay, I'm gonna add a start and I'll add a stop at how long you think we ought to go? 30 seconds, maybe?
Go a minute.
I'll go for a minute.
Yeah, full
Okay,
minute.
we'll talk about something
Or
else, and we'll
you
just do
give
the full minute.
Do a full minute.
Okay,
what are you giving away this time?
HH rod.
Rod. 12
Oh,
foot
alrighty then.
H Typhoon.
We're at 105 people catching,
That's a lot.
Yep.
without a doubt.
Yep.
That's
Yep,
a
It's,
it's
you know what I mean?
growing.
It's
It's a
appreciate
growing
appreciate
community.
y'all.
growing.
Appreciate y'all coming out being late like this.
Yeah.
Appreciate you
Yep.
coming.
Yeah,
So
I really do appreciate you guys. Hopefully, the nuggets that we're dropping, not only do I hope that you enjoy them, but I hope you get to go out on the lake and put it to use and it work, because it is exactly what we do out here. Have the confidence, build that confidence up that what we're telling you. And I'll say this: my way of fishing is different from bluegills, it's different from Steve's, it's different from Catchings. So there are several different techniques that work. But
correct.
if what you're doing is not working, pick up on some of the stuff that I'm giving, pick up on some of the stuff that Steve is giving, catching bluegill, and tie all that stuff together, because it will help you put fish in hand, and that's the ultimate goal.
That's right.
So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna type start to keep it totally fair. We will announce the winner on next week's live, and that way it keeps it keeps it fair. I like being fair. I'm big on keeping it fair. So, are y'all ready? Have any of y'all do you guys have your hands ready? We're gonna give 1 minute. I guess I need a. Cause you got who got a timer?
Yeah, I got a timer on the live thing. So as
Oh,
soon
okay.
Yeah,
just tell me.
it says 44, 31, 32, 33, 34.
Just
Okay, there's 30. Go ahead and start. I just put in start rod giveaway.
all right. 45 seconds. So
Numbers 1 through 106.
okay.
So any of y'all guys listen, y'all got kids, small kids, you know what I'm saying, that like to fish. This is the perfect time to take them fishing right now. It ain't too hot, it ain't too cold. And you can, right before that the heat wave come in, you can take them out there and they can enjoy it. They'll stay a little bit longer with you. So get them out there, get some shiners, minnows, jigs, whatever you want to do, cork, and take them out there fishing. It's a good time to take them right now because the fish will be biting off the bank, closer to the bank. You hear their patience will be a little bit longer right now. Then plus the summertime get here, they get kind of we ain't leaving yet because it's so hot. So this right here is a good time to take your kids out there to fish right now. So
Yep.
Hey, think about the bluegill spawn that's getting ready to come up. All right, we just passed the 1 minute mark, so I went ahead and put stop on the rod giveaway right there. Now we're going to be totally accurate on this because this is a big ticket item, and it's what we do though. It's what we do, and it's going to be put to good use. And but I want to be accurate. I don't want somebody to come and say, "Hey, this person was before me," or this or that. I want to be totally accurate. So we will work on it. The giveaways that's how I feel we ought to do it.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it that way. And by the way, we all already know what the numbers are. I don't have to write down a number, right?
No.
Right. No. Yeah.
No, you don't have to write it down. We know the numbers.
Okay. So we've dropped some nuggets.
That was done a long time ago. I got them on my phone. What's that, brother?
How do you want to do your giveaway?
I'm back here. I'm back. The wife kicked me out into the back den here, so I'm with 2 frogs, 2 dogs, a turtle, some fish, and it's a little distracting. There's a little background action, Sorry. Kicked out.
Wow, you blanked out, jumped back in.
Well, no, I'm in the back den back here with the dogs and the frogs and the turtles and et cetera,
Hey,
fish and whatnot.
Hey, Catch, I need you to do a favor.
I got some rosy reds in the tank over here, but I don't use them to fish. We just look at them.
Catch it. Hey, can you sign out? Can you sign out and then sign back in?
Well, I can try. Let me see if it'll make a difference. Let me.
Wow, he got really chopped up.
Okay, I didn't know. Yeah, I shaved my head, man. Look at
that. Wow. Hey,
I had to clean up for this. I'm gonna go hunting some big fish, man. I need to go away.
10-4. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to go hunting for some too, but this weather supposed to be kind of bad this weekend.
Yeah,
so the rain and the wind.
It's gonna be about 60 miles an hour, which is pretty good.
You say 60?
6 to 8.
6 to 8? No, it's gonna be 10 to 12 down here.
Said something about rain Saturday.
Yeah. Supposed it came in this morning, but it might come in early, first thing in the morning, I believe, down here. So.
Yeah, I'm thinking we got a bad connection somehow or another. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I hear you good.
Okay, all right, now that's a lot better.
Okay.
Yeah, so y'all were holding a conversation just now, but y'all really chopped up to me.
Oh, okay.
So I guess we're better now. You good, Steve?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Bluegill, you good? Yeah, everybody's still moving. Y'all guys are moving now.
Yeah, we good.
Okay, well, I'm hoping that Ketchin can jump back in so he can do his giveaway. Let me see if I can get him back in real quick. Yeah, he still froze up.
No. He needs to turn off Wi-Fi and go off his cell. That's what I do. I use my cellular signal.
Right. Right.
So I got my
Okay.
laptop. So
What you
having
guys
trouble
think
here.
about just a June bug with some blue flake?
I need some of those.
Oh yeah.
That's yours, Bluegill. Tomorrow that'll be on the way to. It'll be in first class going to your area. That's
Gotcha.
yours.
Hey, he gonna be missing a couple of those.
This is your bag. I got a bag of these black
Black and black.
jellies. Oh yeah, these are good.
Yeah, yeah. 10
Man, the coyotes are out.
Cool.
Hear them.
Cutting up, huh?
Yeah.
You got somebody asking about some of them tadpoles, yeah. Right.
Need a hook for some of number 6. Number 6 on a J hook, probably a number 8 on a sickle. The sickle's a little bigger. I'll test one out. Let me see. Yeah, number 6s are in the house. But we tested it one night. Number 6 is perfect for the tadpoles.
Yeah.
Then a number 4 for the stingers.
Yep.
On those the 116 axes, what size hooks are those you sent me with that platinum?
Number 4s.
That's what I was using on that video, the number 4 with the shad pole.
4 and a 6. Open
Yeah.
water more better, but brushing stuff, I use a 6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you made the school bus yet? No, I haven't done that one school because basically I didn't have power for about 6 days last week.
Yeah.
And just catching up on orders. When SK comes over tomorrow, we're gonna play with some school bus.
Got it. Like I say, it works, but it don't work all the time. Like I say, you got to keep a different variety of baits, colors, sizes, and all that. You know what I'm saying? So
I got something close right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, a painted jig head would go perfect.
Yep. What I do is I'm going to cut the nose off of it, and it's going to have a chartreuse nose on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the song from you.
Yep. Number 6, Super Day, 6J hook. Yep. Just send me a message, Redney. 15 cents each, any weight, and I put a number 6. I just did 150 number 6s for a guy today, and I'm gonna do some tomorrow. So just send me a message. I'll be pouring number 6s tomorrow.
Well, look at here. Look at who showed up. We got Catching Back, but we got somebody else too.
All right.
That I'd like to throw in here and let him have the floor for a minute. You back, Catching? Catching.
I am. I'm trying.
You're
Can
trying
you
what? I can.
I'm just playing with.
Are you?
I was customizing a bait. Do you mind? Don't
Look at
say
who else we've
it's
got
kind
in the
of
house.
private. Okay.
Sakalay Pat. What's
I
going
gave
on,
it a little
brother?
pinch.
Hey, how y'all doing? Can you hear me?
All right, what's going on, Pat?
We can.
Good. Oh, good. Because I didn't get my earbuds, but I've been watching y'all for a minute. Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, I seen you blink in a while ago.
Yeah.
Hey, drop some nuggets for the people. I know me and you talked. Well, we texted for a little while today, and you was like you had something real good for them.
What was that? Now you seem like y'all covered quite a bit with the topics and the switching of colors and the baits and everything. You guys covered quite a bit of stuff. That's pretty good. I didn't come in. I've been on here in the background, just kind of looking, and Sorry, I got here late again, but
No, it's no problem.
Yeah. You guys.
You brought in more people. We're up to 111 people now.
Oh man, what's the record?
It's
Oh, we've had 160.
Oh,
Okay.
next we got to do 200 now.
Yeah,
You will. You'll get there.
160.
160 a couple weeks ago. I mean, a few weeks ago.
Hey, if next time we break that 160, it's another ride.
Cool.
Yeah. Good deal.
Cool. Hey, you see that comment, Steve? Hey, hey, Pat.
Pat,
Yes.
you want some fish?
Huh?
Yes. Slab Buster. Yeah, appreciate it.
Pat, you may have to get your earbuds.
Says Eric Cagle caught some fish with the.
Okay. Excuse me a second.
Yeah, because the echo is really, really bad.
Echo's bad. All right.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Okay. All right. So, Catch It, how do you want to do your giveaway?
You're in charge of this show. I'm just giving it away. I do
Well,
them different. You know, I have several, but I don't know about this. You know, over
my
my head,
question, I guess, let me
deep
change
water.
my question. How many jigs are you going to give away, and how many giveaways are you going to do?
Well, I think we ought to just give them all away at one time. Somebody will have a whole. They'll be all
Woo!
set. I mean, let me
That's
see
going to be
here.
cool there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 4 is 32 plastics, plus 4 extras that are rigged, plus 4 jig heads, plus 4 floats. That's a pretty. It'll cost me a fortune to mail it. I'm telling you right now. Post office is mean, man. They got me for $5 for a box with hardly anything in it today. Going to Alabama.
Wow.
I run some other giveaways too. You know.
Yeah. Mind of
Yeah,
Harris.
they get me pretty hard. They get me hard. I'm sorry.
We do. I'll comment to this comment right here on the screen. Let him know that we do these weekly.
Yeah.
Can they see that? Okay.
They can
they
see it really
everything there?
well. Yep.
Okay. Well, I think you give it all away at one time. I don't want to. You know what? And I'm not kidding about this. This is the honest truth. I've got 2 ice chests full of plastics. Okay, 2 ice chests full. So I won't be giving a lot of baits away. My wife's been griping at me. They're just going to give them away and go buy more. I was like, most of these I didn't buy. So, I'm not out anything other than postage. Um, like I said, Steve was very generous. I bought a few items from him, and he's always thrown in some extra stuff for me. And so it's no skin off me other than some postage.
Cool. Rick, I
But
have not been on
you figure
Houston
out how to.
lately. But if
You
you're going to
give
give
them
them all
away
away at
however
one
you
time,
want.
I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to type in right here.
Yep.
I'm going to type in Ketchens giveaway and start. That's
Sounds
what I'm going
good.
to do. So we have 112 people on right now.
That's good stuff.
So
Support, guys.
we'll do exactly what we did a while ago. Now, we're not going to name the winners until next week's show, but I guarantee you, if you're the winner, you're going to want to be you're going to want to win, and this is the most accurate way I can do it.
Hey, hold on. He didn't say start. Some people have started out.
I
Yeah,
can tell.
no. Let me put the start in before
Let me
y'all
tell you
start.
something. I'm gonna make something perfectly clear. You win this little plate right here of these here plastics and jig heads with those little purple little scent attractors. I can assure you, even if you're not real good at fishing for crappie, you're going to catch some crappie with these. Here in the
That's right.
next month or two, one of these baits is going to make your day.
Yep.
That much I know.
Yep. Real good baits. Real good baits.
One bait will last you. You know, the worst part about it, you put a bait on it, you catch a fish, and you tear your bait.
Hey,
Yeah.
I take them off and save them and use them again later.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Might as well use minnows if you got jigs that's carp every other fish or so.
Right. Yep.
That's right.
Or there's some out there that if you catch a sand bass or a black bass, it's over with.
Right.
Right.
That bait's done. They don't hurt. They don't hurt these baits. So you do it how you
I
want to do
agree.
it, and you tell me where I'll give them to you, or you can mail them, whatever. I'll make sure they get to whoever, wherever they send them.
Yeah, you're back freezing up catching.
Are you sure? Or maybe it's just me holding still.
Mhm.
I look like I'm moving pretty good. Pretend like I'm pretend like it's windy and Steve's playing with a trolling motor. Do I look okay?
Okay, catching giveaway stop. Catching's giveaway stop on the posting numbers. Okay, so somebody's gonna be happy with that package. That's a really nice package
Yeah.
that
It
Catching
really
just put
is.
together.
And these are nice. These eagle claws. These are real wood. These ain't no plastic. They're nice. They're nice little slip floats. Hey, there's Pat.
Right. Yeah. Hey, let's go ahead, Steve.
I was pouring baits the other day, and I added. I was trying to make a certain combination that I've never done before. Added a couple of drops by mistake, and the color came out pretty different. So I have 60 baits, and let's do a giveaway. I'm gonna give 60 of these away. You might have a 60, but this is it right here.
Nice. Nice.
And I'm gonna give 60 away.
But how many did you make?
60.
No, you can't give all 60 away. I want to give a try.
Looks similar, a little bit similar to this one. Not too far off. I'd fish those.
I don't know what color you would call it. There's a little pink in the green.
It really looked like it'll work.
Yeah, I just poured it different. I figured, hey, everyone else is doing the giveaway. Let me give away 50 of these baits.
50 sounds a lot better than 60.
Yeah,
because I want to try some.
Let's do 40. That way we can keep a couple for ourselves.
Okay, good. That looks pretty close to that goal that I've been doing really well with.
Like a lime green, kind of a soft lime green.
Yeah.
So do our limits tackle giveaway. Do it, run at the same time, and just give me the winner, and we'll do 40 baits. That way we can keep a couple.
Cool. All right. Are you guys ready? We got 107 people in.
2-inch split tail.
We have 107 people in, and here goes the start.
And we'll just talk while I poured this bait today.
Without a doubt.
It's a blue with some purple flake in it.
Oh, yeah. That's hot right there.
I like that blue.
You got it tomorrow to hey, first class.
Hey, but after you do Steve, we're gonna do giveaway for me. I'm gonna do 10 hentai school buses.
Okay.
Ooh, bluegill.
Yeah. I'll
probably Pat, give us a fish story, Pat. What can I take to the lake from you right now? Well, not now, but tomorrow, and put some fish in the boat. I know you got a lot.
I'll fish close to the moon. I would where the moon is now. I'll fish close.
Hey, break.
Yeah, you got a bad connection going on.
Yeah, he's breaking up for me.
Mm-hmm.
No, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? I'm close to the mic.
Much better. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
A little better.
Okay. I was saying just watching the moon phase. I'm an early riser, and just based on the way the moon phase is, I'll probably fish closer to noon. I mean, you don't have to get up early tomorrow. Not saying every day, but moon phase right now,
Yeah.
I'd say about from the where we are right now till about 1:30, will probably be your most active time, if I had to guess.
Okay.
But
Just if I had to
let me,
guess,
let me say this though. If I
I'll
could
tell
get
you a
away
reason why
tomorrow,
in person.
if I could get away tomorrow, you know what time I'm gonna be there?
So you're saying if I you're s-
I, I'm gonna be there at sunup.
Okay.
Because I want a
Don't
full
eat too
day.
much. Don't eat too much
no
That's
no what
right.
before
he's
9
saying is
o'clock.
when I get
You're
away
right.
tomorrow for sure at lunchtime they're going to be biting. That's what he's saying.
That's what he
Absolutely.
said.
Absolutely.
All right,
Well,
guys. I
Hey,
typed
if
in
you
the
don't
stop
catch
for
anything, oh, you're a burger.
Steve's giveaway.
And just let me know, and we'll make it happen.
Okay. Okay.
Nice jigs, everybody. Nice jigs, Steve. Very nice.
Thanks. You have to come over, Pat. We can make some special stuff.
Oh, we will. I want the bluegill to take
So
me to his radio spot.
on a recap of what we've discussed today, which has been a lot, is sizes matter, color matter, depth matter, action matter, and the final piece to the puzzle is if you go fishing tomorrow, you have to take into the account the moon phase.
correct.
It's going to bring them shallow.
Yeah.
It's going to come in.
Got that right, bud. I'm totally with you. If it takes
Yeah.
all day to figure them out, hey, I'm gonna give them a full day's work.
That's right. That's right.
So we still got a lot of people posting numbers. I typed the stop in for Steve's giveaway a while ago. So we'll have Bluegill's giveaway coming up here shortly. Bluegill, you want to explain to them what you're
Giveaway.
going to give away?
Well, it's gonna be the school bus, y'all. Y'all know that's what I'm gonna give away. Everybody been asking about it. So it's gonna be one of my hand ties, but it's probably gonna be in like a couple. It's gonna be 10 of them, 10 hand ties of the school bus. Couple in 132s, 124s, 1/8s, and 116s. It's gonna be a variety pack. So I don't know like what your area you fish in up north, what size jig you have. So I'm gonna just give you a variety pack. It's gonna be 5 in each pack. So, but you still have like the variety of them. So that's what it's gonna be. A variety of 116s, 37s, 124s, and 1/8s. Yep.
Without a doubt. So when do you guys want to tackle this question?
Priest on. I noticed different times. Every lake's different. I don't know what it is, but every lake is different.
Especially
the priest
right
pond?
now.
It's already started on a lot of lakes.
Yeah, but here in Texas, I'm gonna say that with
Mhm.
this cold blast that we had,
Yeah, there's some places it's
I
on.
say, yeah, that cold blast set it back some. I guarantee you that.
It did. It really did.
I don't even know what
Agreed.
today.
Yes,
I
I'm
have
sure.
caught them earlier than like February the 1st. I've been caught them in shallow water. That
Mhm.
really that's early. That's early. Because most people they'll wait till March and about the middle of March and April.
A week.
Some of them about gone by then. You start to get the females up in there then around that time. Most of the males they still there, but most of them about gone. They sit on the edge now. They probably headed back to that 7-8 foot water. You know what I'm saying? Around by February, I say the 3rd or 4th to the beginning of March, the males are in that shallow water thick. They in there real good. A lot of people don't know because it's still kind of cool outside. They wait for that sun to come warm up, but the fish are already moving in because they are, what's the word I'm looking for? The genetic code saying, hey, let's go. It's that time. We got to get in there. You know, so they already there, but while we waiting to the sun warm up, them fish not waiting. So you got to just check it. You can't wait to say, hey, man, fish bite. can't wait on everybody else to say you just got to go check it for yourself. You know, you're going to spend some countless time out there without catching them, but you still got to check it. Still got to check it. So that's my thing on it. That's just me, my preference. Me so.
Hey, I'm with you. I totally agree.
Mhm.
So Major Brown asked if we could talk about the moon phase, and let me reply, because I know that we can all give the best time to be out there, but I will say this: I don't care about moon phase. I don't care about barometric pressure. All I need to know is I got free time to go be on the lake and give these fish a try, and I'm going fishing. Because guess what? You're going to always be able to entice some fish to bite, regardless of any moon phase, regardless of any barometric pressure. It don't all that stuff. Those fish will eat if you get what they would want to eat in their face.
Yeah.
Anybody disagree with that?
I agree.
No, they might be slow. They
They're
might not
built
catch as
to
many.
eat.
You're going to catch some fish. You're going to catch some fish. So.
Without a doubt. Major Brown, I hope that
They were
don't
born to
cut your
eat.
question. I hope that don't cut the reply you were wanting down too bad. But when I first got into really deep into crappie fishing, I spent a lot of time reading and researching that moon phase and barometric pressure and all that other stuff and it's like I say, there are conditions that the fish really are active. But anytime I get on the water, you better believe I'm going to be out there. That's what I got to say about that.
I
What's a
think
good
this,
size
gentlemen,
line?
this is what I think. Listen. Here's what's important. What happens with these fish, just like everything else in nature, is when the days lengthen, they go into the next phase of whatever's in their lives, the pattern. So as our days are getting longer, and I know you're seeing them get longer, it's getting dark later and it's getting, sun's coming up earlier. That's what triggers them to, start going into their spring mode. It has to do with the lengthening days. Same way in the fall when they shorten. It's it works that way with everything: flowers, deer, crappie, everything. So uh, I will say that I do believe that there is stronger spawning activity on the full moons in the spring. Probably some in February for sure, more in March, and probably the heyday is in April. And I believe even in May, I caught some pretty big females pumped full of eggs in May. So I think there's about 4 months that you might catch them somewhere spawning. Every lake's different, like Steve said, but lengthening days is pushing them. It don't have to do with the temperature so much or any of that other stuff. It has to do with the daylight hours and darkness. You know, so y'all keep that in mind. That's one of the first things that pushes them, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. The bigger question that everybody want to throw up is what water temperature. When right now 7 o'clock, you can still pretty much see outside. That's when you want that it's about that time, because the longer the day, the longer the sun is up, the warmer the water temperature is going to get.
That's correct.
So we got Chris
The other thing that you have to keep in mind is
Weatherington.
water.
We have Chris here asking about a good size line, and let's let Pat handle that one. Can you see that comment, Pat? You're sitting down there all quiet. Come on, jump in here and give us some of that knowledge you got.
Thank
Now I believe he's locked up.
you. Yeah, I think it's froze.
Yeah, he's
pretty
froze up.
Might be.
Bad internet connection.
Yeah, Pat, if you would disconnect
Unless
and
you're
then
chasing,
reconnect.
trophy fish.
Go ahead,
I
catch
would
it.
say this, Chris. Unless you're chasing trophy fish, I try to stay. I try to stay with the lightest line I could use, and most of the time, what's generally all around a decent line is a 6 pound mono and or the equivalent in thickness on braid. something that's fairly thin and fairly light is going to be probably the best. I don't like four; it breaks too easy, and but when you start stepping up to heavier line, you got to start worrying about what your jig weighs and how to get it to present properly. So most jigs perform well in something around 6 pound diameter. You can step it up to 8, but you're probably going to need to fish tandems or a heavier jig, one or the other, to get the right presentation anyway.
Right. What's your thought, Steve?
I like braid. I don't know. I'm a vertical fisherman, so I've K9 braid, 20 pound. I just got some high vis 10 pound braid in. I'd never tried it before, but I'm gonna try it. It's supposed to be a little smaller diameter, K9 10 pound. So I'm gonna try it. I don't think crappie up to whatever pounds, they're not gonna break that stuff. So I'm gonna try it. It might fall a little faster, you know what I mean, with a lighter jig. So I'm gonna spool up a rod. I think I got 50 spools today, 10 pounds. So if anyone wants any, let me know. 10 pound K9, best price on the internet, So yeah, mention you've seen it on SK's Live, and I'll give you a good deal. If you mention SK's Live, I'll throw a free pack of baits in on a spool, every spool of line. So you get a free pack of bait. So
sounds good.
Yeah. Nice.
I totally agree. Bluegill, what's your take on fishing line?
Well, I got some of that K9 fishing line, Steve. I got from Steve too. But for that, I use that it's 20-pound P line braid with a 10-pound leader of braid. I mean, P line braid is 10-pound mono, so it works well for me. So I'm a braid, like I say, I vertical fish. So at that braid, you down in that structure. Then I want my jig back. If I don't catch the fish, I want my jig back. So I try to straighten that hook out and get my jig back. So, but like I use 20-pound P line and that what is it, Steve? That line you just called?
K9.
K9.
K9, yeah, that too, and with a 10-pound P line mono leader. Yeah.
And SK, I got some 12-pound fluoro for you wanted some leader line.
Without a doubt.
That in too.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep, Bill just said he'll want some 10-pound braid. Bill Long out of Waco area.
Huh.
Yep, he just messaged me as soon as I said K9.
That's right.
That's good stuff. It goes fast. And that yellow high vis is real good. A lot of people mind watch. And even when I started, Mr. Crappie 6-pound, I used that for years. And that high vis line, you could see it. You see it twitch when that crappie hits it, and your eyes are trained for that stuff.
Yeah.
K9 braid, I got it in 4 colors: green, pink, yellow, and white. Whatever color you want. They make it for the fishermen. So they don't make just one color. They make 4 colors. Everyone's eye is different. Yep. Right. Another guy just wants another spool of K9. Look at that. In less than a minute. It's good stuff. All the tournament pros, the top 10s are using K9. If you guys notice, good stuff. The bass guys are using it. Great people. I love supporting great people. That's number one.
That's right.
Great people in the industry, they deserve to be supported. You know what I mean? And let's support each other.
Hey.
Okay, then you can. I'll get some K9 too. Then okay, fine.
I got 6-pound fluoro. I got 8-pound.
I hate braid.
Hey, you see this comment right here?
Broke
I
my
got
poles and everything else. Straighten my hooks out of my jigs and ruin them. I just as soon lose a jig and tie another one on.
Look at you see that comment right there. You don't remember that, do you?
Talking about that with the $25 a jig?
Yeah. Hey. That's a couple years ago.
It costs.
That's when
Oh,
you
yeah.
that's when you forgot your jig box when we were fishing together.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I lost a jig that day though.
Mhm.
You did. You did.
I fished. I had 2 jigs, and I fished with them the whole day. The whole day, I did not lose a jig that day. I don't know how I left my box.
Okay. This question here, mind of hairs. That's what we've been talking about here past few minutes on the length of days growing, the water temp, and fishing shallow and all that. It's about that time. So I hope that helps you on your question right here without us having to go back into it really deep.
Yeah.
Well, I think what I think they're trying to ask is a little bit about the fish's actual behavior and some of that stuff. I've listened to a lot of people talk, and some of the biologists have explained it to me a little better than some of the other stuff that you can Google and see from other folks out there. And one of the things that they mentioned is the reason crappie are so successful is because females don't just go lay all their eggs.
That's
They
right.
go in, lay a few, and then leave. They come back and lay a few, and then they leave. They come back and lay a few, and they leave. And sooner or later, one of them
Let me
batches
say
will
this
grow
also.
successful.
Let me say this also. I don't think they do that all in one spot either.
No,
Those
I think
times
they
that
go to
they're in and
multiple
out, they're
nests.
exactly without a doubt.
If
I
you
totally
you
agree.
jerk a big male off a nest he's got fanned out, and that nest gets dirty, she'll go find a clean nest. There'll
Without a
be a
doubt.
male somewhere else with another nest. I believe that's one of the reasons the males get so dark. I don't know that there's been any studies done on this, but I believe it's because he's more noticeable with that dark coloration. They can find
Right.
him, they can locate him visually easier.
It's
I
just
think
like
that's
muddy
why he
water.
changes
You know what I'm
color.
saying? You use a darker bait in muddy water, they could see it better.
Yeah.
So
More
that's just
more
basically what
visible.
it
That's
is.
what I'm saying. That
Yeah.
them males are getting
Correct.
visible, and them females are keying on those dark colored males. And
Correct.
they ask if they spawn in deep water, and I think we all know that to be a fact. I've got multiple situations where I've seen them spawn in 5 and 6 feet deep for sure. And I have a guy I just talked to yesterday or day before saying he thinks they spawn as deep as 10 foot on his lake in Oklahoma in clear water. So I think when the water's real clear, they'll spawn pretty deep.
Yeah.
I do believe
I
that.
think black crappie spawn deeper than white crappie regardless.
I
Yeah.
believe so. I believe that. Well, and part of it is, and like I was discussing with him, part of it is to avoid predation because when they
Right.
march in and they get too shallow, they get beat up, and they get they're in survival mode. They're not just spawning; they're also trying to survive so they can spawn,
Correct.
and they're pretty wary. And them herons put a beating on them, man. Big cranes, man, they just stand over them spawning beds and spear fire out of them.
Yeah, I've seen
And
them yank
they're
some.
jumpy. I've had them jump
Not
right out of
only
the water before when I eased up too close.
I've seen those cranes yank big crappie out, and then they had me high as a firecracker that them burst when I was out chasing red ear because that joker caught a red ear that was twice as big as any of the ones I had caught. But he had got that red ear off in some of the thickest stuff you could ever imagine. There was no way I could ever get in to that area where that bird was, where he picked that red ear up from. But he let me know that they are in that lake.
Yeah.
All right.
Leslie, if you're talking about the K9, it is made by
Oh yeah,
K9, correct,
they're
Steve?
they're they're
Canine.
they're
That is the
professionals at
manufacturer.
catching.
Yep. Canine fishing.
Right. What's going on, Byron?
Hey, Byron, how's it going?
Hold on, bye.
Midwest, a clear lake, a clear deep lake, they will spawn 10 foot. Yeah, that's what we were just saying.
Yeah.
Yep.
On Lake York, they'll spawn in 20+ foot of water on them trees.
Right. I have not. Let's go. Y'all ready for that? I already got it typed in. Bluegill, you ready for that? We
I'm
got
in.
87 people. So
Hey guys, I'm I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it.
Ready?
Okay. I'm.
Okay.
I gotta get some
Hey,
sleep.
thanks for
But it was
bringing
fun.
the
I enjoyed it.
great tips.
Steve,
All
the
right.
Kaboom,
turtle. The
the
turtle was
turtle.
pointing kind of northwest.
I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call
Kaboom's the
you
word,
tomorrow.
y'all.
Later, brother.
I'll
All
holler
right,
at you.
kid.
Have a good one, man.
All right, you too.
All
It was
right.
fun, y'all.
All right. So are we ready to do this giveaway? And we can go ahead and talk about some good stuff while they're we got 86 people right now.
It's good.
So I can hear echo from somewhere. I'm not for sure where. I'm gonna go ahead and put in start for LBG's giveaway, and we'll pick a number from 1 to 86 for that school bus,
Great support, guys. I just want to thank everyone.
without a doubt.
Spread the word on crappie fishing, give you guys hints, and have you involved. You know, a lot of times, a lot of the stuff is the speaker speaking, but they're not listening to the crowd. But we'd
Yeah,
like to, you know, get everyone's input just to make crappie fishing better.
that's right. That's
Seen a
right.
lot of people replying, and it's a great reply, and everyone learns something. And that's what
Exactly.
Without a doubt.
let's all learn something from each other, you know.
That's it.
You know,
We all
I'll
fishing.
say this. I'll say this. The questions that we throw up here, you better believe that I'm listening to you guys' response also, because this crappie fishing, it's like anything else. Once you think you know everything, you're gonna get a curveball thrown and
Right,
you're gonna be lost. It's
right,
a constant process of learning things.
right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's a
Just
process.
imagine like live scope. You know, since that's been out. It's a great catching machine, but I use it just to learn what the crappie's behavior is.
Right.
Exactly.
That's number one for me. I want to know why they spook when my bait hits the top of the water in 20 foot of water. You know,
Right.
weird.
Hey, and you know, we've seen that.
Yep.
We've seen that.
Yep.
It amazes me. It's like I was telling you that. How do we catch fish without live scope?
Right.
And I know, on my boat, I'm farther to the inside of my boat, so I may only have 6 to 8 foot of rod hanging outside of my boat. But it amazes me that I'm quite sure I spook a bunch of fish,
Mm-hmm.
but it may be the reason why I have to move so much. So, but that live scope, man, it's like you say, I know a lot of people don't like it, but it's a valuable tool.
Right.
It is.
Yep.
It is. It works.
Think standing versus sitting when you're fishing. Is that
Right.
a spooking fish? I've
Yeah.
even that's crossed my mind, you know?
Yeah. That's right. Like I say,
Shadow of the boat.
Yep.
It
Yep.
could be a lot of different things. Yeah, I think about the shadow of my boat a lot.
A lot of times the fish will go under your boat in the
Well,
shade.
oh, without a doubt, I've seen that several times. Yeah.
I think about
Yep.
that transducer though. That
Right.
beeping for the transducer.
Right.
Cause
Right.
I got mine tied to the side of the boat. So when I put it inside the boat, when I get ready to move, I can hear it, pop, 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 it just tap it.
Yeah.
It taps. It makes a
Yeah.
sound. So it could be the transducer, hitting out
Right.
something down in the water that spooks them fish. It might
Right.
not do it on every spot, but it might just be doing it on that spot. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
guys, I put in a stop. We made the minute mark for LBG's school bus giveaway. I see Pat's back in. Let me get Pat thrown in here. How's that connection, Pat? Look like you're doing much better with it.
Yeah, everything is great. Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah. So give us something. Give the people something. I know you got it, man. Hey, let me tell you, me and you talk about too
I've
many
just soaking it
good.
in. I've just been soaking it in, man, because like when they was talking about they move under the shadow of the boat.
Yeah.
Me and someone had that conversation maybe a couple days ago about how
Yep.
spooky the fish were, and like on this lake
Yeah.
with less timber, any kind of shadow, man, you'd be amazed at how many fish trail behind the boat. Because you think like, man, get behind the boat.
Yeah. You you're chopping back up.
Yeah.
I said I was soaking it up. Can you hear me?
You're breaking up really, really bad.
Oh, we got bad internet connection. The storm didn't help. with all the towers and stuff down around here.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm at. I see them guys. They've been working community for quite a year.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
Pat. Now you're breaking up
Yeah,
really, really bad.
he's gone.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we good? Everybody here can move. We
Yep.
talk still
Oh
talking
yeah,
clear.
Yep.
Okay.
it's still good. It's still good.
Red River Rob. He's talking about if I can find his comment. There we go. Transducer will run the fish off if you are sitting on top of them. I watched them do it on LS. Turn the 2D on and they're gone.
Yeah, pretty amazing. You know what I mean? Senses them fish. You know,
Yep, he'll do it.
Mike, that is coming. Without a doubt, I mean, it's either going to be Mega Live or go with Live Scope. I'm not for sure which one.
just do it, man.
Yeah, I just I prefer Humminbird.
But it might be
If
next year.
yeah,
I haven't
yeah.
heard from Hummingbird lately. I haven't heard nothing.
They gonna come out with something.
Yeah.
SI okay. You have to retype that one. You stopped, didn't post. Okay. My buddies are dodging me because I have live scope, but for some reason they follow me around. Hey Chuck, I'll tell you what. I wish I could put you on my boat and I'll go to one of these lakes down here by even you can even ask Bluegill about that, dude. Hey, let me tell you. I say it all the time. Just like right now, live scope is a great tool to have, but it's not a necessity.
It's not.
I mean, it helps you tremendously. It gives you great knowledge, but it's not a necessity. And the reason why I say that because of your comment right here, Bluegill, I've recorded a $80,000 bass boat following behind him in his John boat that has live scope, power poles, but that boat was trailing this guy. So it's either you go out there and put the work in and find the fish, or you don't. It takes work. I'll tell you that now. Without even with live scope, you still got to put work in. But that live scope helps tremendously.
Right. Yeah, on the question about the split tail tadpole, yeah, I'd have to get a whole another mold made. So that it's a lot of work. But I have that split tail in that 1.5 inch, which is Leslie. Yeah, I need a whole different mold. I have that split tail in 1.5 inches, which is 0.2 inches bigger. And that's my split tail. I have split tails in 4 different sizes. I have 1.5 inches, 1.75 inches, 2 inch, and 3 inch. So yeah, the tad
Hey,
fry, I don't know how it would look with a split tail. I'm just gonna leave it a single
you
tail.
better believe I've thought about it though.
Yeah. Oh
I've
yeah.
thought about that. Yeah, it works great the way it is though.
Yeah. But say when
It
I
really does.
tail colors and that tail's so small, it
Right,
gets impossible to make a tail color.
right.
It has to be a solid color, and a lot of people don't want that.
Right. Mike, that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. I want the better of the two. I mean, if Garmin holds the bail, I want it. So, but I just want to make sure I go with make a one time purchase. And I mean, just like right now, that old $11.99 on my boat, something will have to break on that thing before I replace it. I believe. Uh, it gets the job done, and I try to spend my money wisely. I'm getting old. I want to retire early, So I want to spend my money wisely, and I'll the choice I go with is the one I want to stick with.
Yeah, stuff isn't cheap these days. You look at
It is really not. I
yeah,
totally agree, Steve.
it's expensive.
It
Yeah.
is.
Hey, Chris, I tell you what, I like doing drone footage, but those it's more than one bald eagle on Houston. I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
Uh,
It is.
there's several on that lake, even on Conroe.
Yeah,
Matter of fact,
a lot of
it was
night.
one at the pond, at my pond this morning in my neighborhood. This evening when I got out of work this morning. Now I told you because that frost, it freeze killed the tilapia. I happened to look over there. It was a bald eagle over there on the ground eating
Oh wow.
Huh.
in my neighborhood. So it was one right there. Yeah.
Hey,
I told.
thing the split tail. Yep,
Yeah.
it's a killer bait. That 1.5 inch split tail. It's a bad bait right there.
Yeah.
But sometimes the crappie want a different. I don't think it's actually. I think it's the profile they look at. I don't think it's. I think it's the shadow of that. They're not really studying that bait because it's more instinct. It's just the profile and that shadow they're seeing,
Exactly.
and it just gives them a different shadow.
Yep. Yep. Yes,
That's right.
Roberto. Steve is in the DFW area.
Yeah, Midlothian, 20 miles south of Dallas. Send me a message. If you're in DFW, you don't even have to pay shipping. We can meet. Save you guys some money. Another
Maybe
thing,
so. Oh, go ahead, Steve.
yeah, another thing I want to do. Me and SKs was talking about it. We want to do a maybe in the spring. We'll do a limits tackle SK bash, bluegill, pat, catching. We can all meet in a central location. I have a portable 4-gallon fryer. We can in the park. SK's had my wings. We can do it a
Oh
park,
yeah.
100 pound of wings, and they'll be on us. You know what I mean? Just to show
Right.
everyone. You know, thanks for the support.
That's right.
So that's going to be coming up, guys. So it'll be in Texas. You know, a lot of guys that are away, but we'll try to do a central. So Houston, Central Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth, and we'll just do it at a park. You know what I mean? And we could
Yeah.
just have fun. And another thing I thought about is if you have any used crappie stuff that you don't want no more, we can do a little crappie trade, like a little swap meet. You can sell
Right.
stuff and people buy stuff and just trade. That would pretty big, you know.
Right.
Let's make it a little different and let's gather and share thoughts.
That's it.
Yep.
Trade secrets.
Yep. Bring your families, you know, it'll be a family event.
That's right.
You can just message Steve on at Limits Tackle. He's on Facebook. Limits Tackle, Chuck.
They don't have to.
Just send me an email. Let me see. He don't have Facebook. Send SK an email, and then I'll get the email from him. He don't have Facebook.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just read that.
Chuck, just send SK an email, and his email is right on the bottom of the screen scrolling, and then I'll get it, and then I'll reply to you.
Yeah, I hope he got that email already. I want to show y'all some banners that I put together that I was supposed to be putting up today. Crappie fishing tips and secrets.
All
with
right.
LBG catching.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just didn't even think about using it. Check that one out. Check that one out.
Oh,
Jig
cool.
giveaway coming soon.
Yeah.
Contributed by Limits Tackle.
That's
Cool,
right.
man. Love to support the crappie world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Check this one out, LBG.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna call it a night, guys. I got to get up at 4:00.
Yeah. We've been on here over an hour. Actually, over 2 hours already. So.
Yep. So. Yeah, it was good. Thank everyone for the support.
The crazy thing is, we still got 90 people on.
Thanks for all the support, guys. It's just going to get bigger and better, guys. We want to see 200-300 people on here. Or even more. If we can get into the thousands on a YouTube live, you know what I mean? Let's. It's there. The people are out there. Let's get people together and let's let's make this crappie, stuff bigger than bass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys do it. Why can't we?
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. We can do it.
Well, air run soft means it rips fast. I don't like it to rip fast
Nah.
on my plastics. Steve's plastic. Did he have 3 different ones?
Yeah,
But I like the harder. I like the harder bait.
I even had a message from a guy. He wanted me to soften it up because he couldn't put the hook in. The hook was he was using an eagle claw or sickle or something, and his hook was bending when he was putting the bait on.
Using cricket, one of the small cricket hooks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any of you guys ever do a rabbit zonker hand tie? You ever hear of them?
I have. Camo Joe. I hadn't talked to him about it, but he commented and said that he was tying those or using some.
I got one guy that ties them. I have some. I'll give you a pack of them tomorrow, SK. You can play with it.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's a rabbit. I'll give one to you, LBG, too, man.
Okay, appreciate it.
Call it rabbit zonker, and they're real strips of rabbit fur, and they're different colors. And you make a little tail hanging off your jig, and it's supposed to tear them fire up copy.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sure gonna use it.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Tie it on there like a hand tie.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys, hey, have a good night. Everyone be safe.
You too, man. Be safe.
Yeah, I'll be on Facebook Live tomorrow with SK tackle page, and if you guys come over and try to win some stuff, you know what I mean.
All right.
We'll have some new colors tomorrow. So, all right, SK. Thanks, man. LBG, thanks.
Hey,
man.
I appreciate it, Steve.
All right, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
All right, buddy.
All right, take care.
All right,
later. Palestine or Lake of Pines? I'll fish either one if they were closer. They just need to be closer.
Yeah.
Both are good lakes.
They are. They are.
Oh, Red River. We know. Hey, you gonna be there. You gonna be there. Reddy, I rarely go on Facebook. I started to make a page over there, and I just don't have the time. I do YouTube and Instagram,
Right.
and getting into more than that, it would. I'd have to stop fishing, and that ain't gonna happen.
Wow.
Need help on Conroe. Calls it easy. Conroe. It is. I have been a few times. Never skunk, but struggle at times. Hey, I struggle at times.
That's right. That's right. It's fishing.
Yeah. It's It. I tell you what, Chris. I don't know if you ever fish. I think you had. I think you do fish Houston. Now, if we were talking about Houston and you were saying that, I totally agree. But I disagree with you on Conroe. You may have to make 5 or 6 moves.
Yeah.
But
you can find some food.
What's going on, Lamar?
So Lamar.
Yep, correct. Alabama. Mr. B, we're working on curly tails right now. It's probably a few months out, but he will have some soon. He do not have them right now to answer your question, but he will have some soon. Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, Uncle Bill.
Who else we got here? So Bluegill,
Yes,
I'm ready. I'm ready to hit I hope I didn't skip. My computer just jumped way up. I hope I didn't skip over any questions. I may have to go back up. I was up on the Brent. Hey, it's coming. Hey, Dane, it's coming. I tested the water last week, actually a couple of weeks ago before that cold snap hit, and we really got on some really nice. I seen some really nice red air caught, and I caught some really nice red air. But since that cold front hit, it's been different. I have. I have. I don't remember the names of it. I actually did a couple.
Yeah.
Super Dave was the guy that gave me that idea. He was like, "Man, we always see you out there catching fish." And I told him, well, it's not always like that. He said, "Well, why don't you show us that?" And I made a couple videos of, because I'm gonna tell you now, I don't care what anybody tells you. They may put a video together where they're snatching fish in left and right, but you better believe that trip. It's very unlikely. Let me change what I said. It's very unlikely that trip started like that. Everybody has to put the work in to find the fish and find out what they want.
That's right. They not gonna bite just like that out the door every time they have a video. Trust me, it's not. It's not happening like that. Not at all.
Without a doubt. How can you tell how wide a brush pile is from looking at a graph? Practice. Um, knowing knowing what it looks like, and I'm not trying to be funny with that. I mean, it really does take practice, time on the water, knowing where your graph speed is, knowing where your boat speed is. All of that makes a gigantic difference in how much that structure or whatever it is you're scanning uh, looks on your screen. And also the how wide you got your unit set to look out to the side. So there's just several variables that goes into that. That range makes a big difference on how big stuff looks, uh, and it just takes time. Uh, and it's the reason why I don't want to get rid of my 1199. I've spent hours learning that thing. I mean, several hours, and I can look at structure and tell you how tall off the bottom it is, and pretty much how big it is. Spot exactly, without a doubt. Hey,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Now I want to tell was it Rick McFarland that I have IG Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can hit on LBG Crappie Excursion on Instagram.
Right. Yeah, and what Lamar is giving you right here is some good stuff too. I'm not sure if you fish bridges or not, but that 1097 bridge, man, it just holds fish a lot of times. I see a lot of guys that do very well there.
Yeah, out basically year round. It'll hold fish, but it's like you guys just have to move around. Like Lamar said, you got to move. You just can't sit tied down to a pylon and sit there hope to catch fish all day.
Without a doubt, Lamar. Without a doubt. I'll say this: Red River Raw. You know, there are some videos that I've done to where I'll say, hey, look, I fished 10, 15, 20, 25 piles, and some of the people look at the tree line that's in the distance, and well, that's the same tree line he was at. In some of the spots that I fish, I can go out there and get on my once I get there, I can get on my troll motor and not have to crank my motor up and fish all day long on different piles. And I'm not saying it's an area that got timber, because I don't do standing timber. It's not an area where it's full trees laying down. These are stumps and logs laying on the bottom that I'm fishing. And it works. It just simply flat out works. What's your take on that, Bluegill?
Say the question again.
He was saying, where'd it go?
I was responding.
No, that was for Lamar. He was saying that I fished multiple spots.
Oh yeah. You have to.
Yeah.
And be in multiple spots with multiple depth. You know, you have to because all fish not relating to the same depth and to the same structure. You know,
Right.
some fish gonna be up against wood, some fish gonna be up against rocks, some gonna be in 10 foot, some gonna be in 12 foot, some might be in 7 foot. You know what I mean? I'm a shallow water fisherman. You know, I'll fish shallow water all day. I'll try it anyway. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. You know, but like you say, you just you got to play around with them. You know, you might have your favorite spot you go to. You might catch 15 out of it every day, but that one day you go to, you don't catch none. What you gonna do then? You don't know nowhere else to go. So you have to find different spots and different depth of water to catch these fish. You have to. So
Scott, I definitely add that to my bag of tricks, without a doubt. I would definitely add that to my bag of tricks. Okay.
Prize and stumps. Yep. Brush prize and stumps work.
There's plenty of it out there. I'll tell you that, Chris. Just put that time in, man. And me and you talked about an area the other day. Trust me on that. There's a lot of good stuff out there. There you go. Well, he say he don't do bridges, but Redney say that he fishes that bridge and fish south side of Conroe. South side can be good.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
That's right.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Bertha, before that cold front, that cold snap hit, hey, those fish were doing really well in a spot over there, and the cold hit, and I've been out one other time since the cold, and the fish had totally turned off. So, but I know once the water temp took I mean, it dropped
It drops
a lot,
quick, too quick.
really quickly.
Yeah.
And it put those fish in shock for right now. But it won't be long. It won't be long. We're I think 80 hit 83 down there yesterday. Was it bluegill?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It was kind of warm this morning too, but it was overcast.
Right.
I think it was when I got out of work this morning. I think it was like 71, 72 degrees this morning.
Yep.
So,
Chris, there's no one no better that I know.
you got the paddle.
Yeah. So I had a comment up a while ago. I think I lost it. Of Mind of Harris said that he subbed, and I'm not for sure if you went to LBG Crappie Excursion, and that's LBG that's on the board right now. LBG Crappie Excursion. Be sure to check his channel out too. Any of you guys that are still here, he put out a great video yesterday, right?
Yeah, yesterday. Day 4 yesterday.
Yeah, I thought it was yesterday.
Well, what's today? Wednesday?
Wednesday, yeah.
Been Tuesday. Yeah, it was Tuesday. It was Tuesday.
Okay. But he caught some good fish, laid out some good information. You can see some of the stuff that he's doing out there, and just check him out over there. Give him some support. He's doing a good job over there.
And y'all got any questions? Ask me. Ask me in the comment section. Like I say, if I can't answer, I'm gonna find the answer for you, and I'm gonna come back to you and I'm gonna answer. 9 out of 10, I'm gonna try my best to answer it right then and there for you. Because you asking the question for a reason, so I understand it. Because I had to ask questions when I didn't know about fishing stuff I didn't know about, so I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. Congratulations, Edward. Congratulations.
Yeah, it makes a difference. It makes a difference.
Yep. LBG multitasking. He does it out there.
Yeah, I'll be trying to.
Drag my jig from one pillar to the next, right? Because a lot of times those fish will suspend between the pillars. I agree. And I can't give you a lot of information on fishing bridges, but I've fished it enough to know how to catch fish on them. That's right. That's right, AWL. Yeah, I've seen him out there. Yeah, Mike, it is. I mean, from negative in the negative uh, cold to 80s. Thank you, Mind of Harris.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Really, 55. Oh wow,
At
that's
310.
surprising.
Yeah.
Awesome. There's Jeremy say he hit you up over there.
Okay then. Appreciate it, Jeremy. Appreciate
Two
it.
guys that use binoculars. Hey, you better believe it. You better believe it. Follow me around sometimes. I just ask if they want to fish in my boat.
Hey, they
You
will
know,
pull it
uh,
on.
back when I was younger, it used to agitate me pretty bad because a lot of these guys don't understand what it takes. And I'm talking about even if it's natural structure that I'm fishing. You have to know how to find that stuff, and not all of it is productive. So you have to first put the time in to find it. Then you have to test it to see if the fish will, if it's even a good enough spot for the fish to hold in. And then
Exactly.
you have somebody that does that. But now, man, I'm telling you, I got so much stuff. It's so much stuff in these lakes down here that
You don't have no
I,
reason to be pulling up
I
on nobody.
right, well that too. But I've gave more spots away than I
Yeah.
look for now.
Yeah.
If a person put the work in and can find what I'm fishing, it's theirs.
Yeah. That's right.
And not to say, I'll say this. Let me say this. This is one of the reasons why I fish small structure. Okay, uh, and not by choice. It's that I've gave away so much of the big stuff. I'm just left with the small stuff.
Yeah.
Yesterday, north end of 44. Wow,
4 degrees, still cold. Mm. Appreciate
without a
that.
doubt. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, we're about to.
Thanks,
It's
Mike.
right at we've been on right at 2 hours. So
Yeah, I got to go to work in the morning. I thought I had to go tonight, but I'm
yeah,
about to go in the morning.
yeah. I don't see
So,
any more questions. Any more questions coming up? So Super Dave, I hope that you enjoyed the little talk that I gave, the little speech that I gave on why I choose certain colors at the beginning. I hated to see that you asked about that on that last live, and I did not see it. So that's where my time for today went, was to make sure I had good info on that topic. Got me tying crappie jigs. Anytime I need any tips, I go straight to your vids. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's good. Now I will say this, Jeremy. Don't come back and curse me out when you got so much stuff you don't know what to do with it anymore, because it leads to that. Bayou East Fork lately. Do you have the same problem? Uh, oh, the Bass Boys. Oh yeah. They're having more and more tournaments on that lake. Uh, kind of hard to beat that problem.
yeah, it is. It is.
LBG favorite spring colors and profiles. I know SK hangs out off the bank. How about LBG is going to be on the bank? He got to push his boat off the bank.
Yeah, I'll be on the I'll be right there on. Hey, if it's 2 foot of water, they'll be there. They'll be there. One of my spring favorite colors, so it's a color called heather. One of my colors right there.
I got you, Jeremy. I look for it. Grouper Hunter, I really appreciate you coming through. Need to get those dirt under those nails. Need to get that dirt on them nails. Hey, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and talk about that before we get out of here. You know, I often say that I only use jigs for this and that, but hey, if that bite is tough, I anybody that's using words for bluegill, I got a saying of I don't have any dirt up under my nails. But I got some dirt under my nails to catch some of those big old thick back red here. I did do that.
All right.
LBG, give me something to get these folks stirred up to come back on our next one.
Hey, come back for some good information, good camaraderie, not with just me, SK, Steve, Kitchen, or Pat, with the other fishermen on this channel that come to support the channel. There's a lot of information going on. There's a lot of different information from North America to the bottom of South America, West, North, East. It's a lot of different fishermen here, and then you can get a lot of information off of this, and make some good friends at the same time. So, hey, it's a good channel. It's a good live. I like it. I learn something every day. So, come back. Come see us next Wednesday. Oh, hey, you got to check the video out with me and my dad, Leslie. I've been having that dirt under my fingernails for a long time. Hey, but I will go get me some crickets too. I will get me some crickets.
Awesome. Gerald, I really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
We try to do these once a week. And we try to always bring great information to help people catch more and bigger crappie. That's my thing.
That's right.
I really do appreciate your time here tonight. You guys that are still here, be sure to be here next week because we will accurately announce those winners for those giveaways that we did tonight. Now, I really do appreciate y'all that are still here. But
Chuck Allen coming.
What was that?
I was telling Chuck Allen, he said he had a great time. I don't know if you caught that one just a while ago.
Oh, okay, up here. Yeah. This thing's jumping pretty good for me tonight. Yeah. So
I'm trying to work
thanks,
with
Chuck. But also check out LBG Crop Excursion right there. LBG Crop Excursion. He's an up and coming YouTuber. Also, just put out a video yesterday. Pretty awesome video. Yeah. Crickets deserve it. I think I've used crickets once or twice.
I used them all my life coming up with brim. Brim can't stand them. They stay mad at them. Like they enemies.
What to do?
Chris, that's too good.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Appreciate it, Jeremy. Appreciate
it. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys. This is my final good night. I really do appreciate y'all coming through.
Mine too. Appreciate everybody. All right,
we will see you guys next week. Same time, same flavor.
That's right.
All right, Bluegill. Thanks for being on, brother.
Appreciate you having me, Scott.
Yes, sir.
All right, take care.